Hello, youth. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. And if we missed you this week, I hope you guys are able to get connected with us in the new year here. It's always good to start the year off, strong and in a good start. And so, we're hitting the ground running. We got some fun planned for this week. Make sure you get those permission slips in. I'm going to dive right into it. We're going to be continuing in the book of Proverbs. We haven't quite finished it yet. And so we are actually in Proverbs chapter 6. And in this section, I want to say that Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, is a book about wisdom. We've talked about the wisdom in Proverbs a few times. And some of the wisdom that we find in Proverbs and the wisdom that we're going to look at today is what we call just general practical wisdom. And this is stuff that these aren't guarantees. These are things that are generally true. It's generally wise advice. And so we need to be careful when we approach these portions to not make these hard and fast rules that will always be the case. And so in this section, the teacher introduces practical wisdom with this first bit. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 1 says, "My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, have given your pledge for a stranger, if you are snared in the words of your mouth, caught in the words of your mouth, then do this, my son, and save yourself, for you have come into the hand of your neighbor. Go, hasten, and plead urgently with your neighbor. Give your eyes no sleep and your eyelids no slumber. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the hand of the fowler." The teacher says here that if you have vouched for someone, either in word or in possession, whether you've just given up your word and said, "Hey, this guy," or if you've actually put up property in possession to say, "Yeah, I will cover this if they do not," he tells you to go to your neighbor and that you need to settle up quick. And the idea here is you either need to get that neighbor to release you of your pledge, or you need to encourage them to follow through on the thing that they have said, so that way it does not fall back on you. And this is a partial call. When he says this, it's a partial call to make sure that we are wise with our words, that we are not just vouching and giving oaths and pledges for whoever everyone. We need to be careful. We need to make sure that when we say, "Oh yeah, this guy is X, Y, and Z," that thing's true. And the second thing is there's this call for accountability in here, that if we care for someone and we trust someone enough to vouch for them, then maybe we need to do a little work to make sure that they're able to succeed. Encourage them to succeed and hold them accountable in their progress. You should care about the success. If you're vouching for someone, you should care about the success and credibility of them as much as you would your own, because the teacher here in Proverbs seems to be saying hey, if you're putting your word up with this person, it's as good as you doing it yourself. So then either don't do that. Don't put up security and don't put yourself in this situation. Or if you do, encourage that person and help that person to follow through. Otherwise, he says, you will be caught like a bird in the hand of the fowler in a snare. It'll be almost like a trap to you. So I would challenge you this week and encourage you to really weigh the promises and the things that you say. Make the words that you say important. Don't waste them. And if you choose to associate with or vouch for a person, be prepared to go the distance with them and for them because you have done so. Keep that in mind. The things we say and the promises we make are important and they mean things. I hope you guys are able to get into the word a little more this year. Try to read through the Bible. The church and I posted a reading plan online for you to go if you want to use it. It's a pretty good one. And yeah, just take those steps with God this year to go a little deeper in your faith, and challenge yourself to learn more about who God is and who Jesus is this year. I love you guys. We will see you Sunday for some ice skating fun. Take care.